Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. The WWE Universe is still buzzing over John Cena portraying a villain in 2025. But there is one thing that plagues his heel turn, at least according to WWE Hall of Famer Kevin Nash. Cena announced in July 2024 that his farewell tour will commence in January 2025 and culminate in December 2025. His final match is expected to take place later this year. Speaking on Click This, Kevin Nash gave his piece on the Cenation leader's unprecedented turn to the dark side. The Hall of Famer feels that the turn is not as monumental as it should have been because everybody knows Cena's schedule and where it would end. Nash says this takes away from the moment. Nevertheless, Nash acknowledged the weight of the turn, calling it the biggest news in wrestling, and praising WWE for pulling it off. According to WWE Hall of Famer Booker T, Cena does not need to revert to being a babyface before hanging up his boots. Kevin Nash echoes this sentiment regarding John Cena's WWE career. Like Booker, Kevin Nash believes John Cena could finish his farewell tour as a heel. Nash feels it would be too convoluted if Cena became a babyface again because there isn't much time. The Hall of Famer also noted the wrestler-turned-actor's busy schedule outside the wrestling industry. He claimed that Cena retiring as a heel won't tarnish the 16-time world champion's legacy. According to a Fightful Select report, The Rock initially wanted Cody Rhodes to turn, but then the undisputed WWE champion rejected the offer. John Cena was the next option, and the veteran obliged. Kevin Nash recently opened up about the potential for a John Cena heel turn and why it hasn't happened, citing a key issue that plagues the idea. Nash, a wrestling legend with a storied career in both WCW and WWE, has an insightful perspective on what holds Cena back from fully embracing the dark side of his character. Nash emphasized that Cena's strong connection with the WWE Universe, particularly the younger demographic, makes it incredibly difficult to execute a heel turn that would resonate authentically. Cena, for over 2 decades, has been positioned as the ultimate good guy, the embodiment of never give up, and the face of the company. His influence on young fans and families is so immense that it's not just a character shift. It's a fundamental change in how he is perceived by millions of people. One of the main points Nash made is that Cena's role as a larger-than-life, positive figure for WWE is deeply ingrained in the company's image, and turning him into a heel would be a massive risk. Cena's merchandise sales, especially with younger viewers, continue to be a significant revenue stream for the company. His character's wholesomeness has transcended wrestling and made him a pop culture icon. Nash also pointed out that Cena's success outside of wrestling, including in Hollywood, further complicates the heel turn. Cena's brand is built on being a motivational figure and a role model in the mainstream media, which contrasts sharply with the anti-hero or villain persona that would come with a heel turn. For Cena to go fully against the grain of what he's built both inside and outside WWE would be a tough sell, not only to fans but to his commercial partners as well. Moreover, Nash believes that the wrestling world has evolved in a way that makes the Cena heel turn a more difficult proposition. In the past, a heel turn was a game-changing moment in the business, often resulting in iconic rivalries and unforgettable storylines. But now, with more sophisticated storytelling and the rise of tweener characters, those who exist in a gray area between good and evil, it becomes more challenging to create the kind of compelling, shocking heel turn that would have had the same impact as, say, Hulk Hogan's turn at Bash at the Beach in 1996. For Nash, the bottom line is that the circumstances surrounding Cena's persona, his fan base, his commercial appeal, and his status within the WWE hierarchy make the idea of a heel turn seem unfeasible. While he acknowledges that Cena has the acting chops and the wrestling talent to pull off a darker character, Nash's key concern is that WWE would be hesitant to risk alienating their loyal audience and jeopardizing Cena's mainstream brand. The reality of a Cena heel turn, according to Nash, is more about timing and perception than about the possibility of Cena's in-ring abilities to make the transition. Cena's heel turn isn't just a wrestling decision. It's a brand shift, and that's a massive gamble for both him and WWE. To expand on Kevin Nash's analysis of John Cena's heel turn, it's important to delve deeper into the various layers of complexity that Nash addressed. Cena's heel turn isn't just about the logistics of him turning on the fans or playing a villainous role. There are cultural and business ramifications that make this decision extraordinarily challenging. One of the biggest hurdles for WWE, according to Nash, is the sheer longevity of Cena's face of WWE character. For years, Cena has been the face of the company, spearheading not just the company's wrestling product, but also its mainstream marketing campaigns. His role as the company's poster child has meant that he's had to maintain a certain image that caters to the broadest possible audience. Cena's "never give up" motto resonated with millions of fans, especially kids, and even adults who saw him as a symbol of perseverance. His character is essentially a modern superhero, a persona that's almost impossible to taint. But Nash doesn't dismiss the idea of Cena turning heel entirely. He acknowledges that Cena has shown flashes of his ability to portray a more serious, darker side, particularly in his occasional role as the more intense prototype or in certain segments where he plays a more arrogant character. However, these moments were still relatively brief and often played for comic relief or as part of a bigger storyline, leaving the door open for Cena's face character to return with full force. A true heel turn, though, would require Cena to completely reject everything he's built up over years and take on a role that could potentially change his relationship with not just the fans, but also with the broader entertainment world. Nash also spoke about the difference in how the business operates now compared to his time during the Monday Night Wars, where heel turns had a much more profound impact. Back then, wrestlers like Nash and Hulk Hogan turned heel to create shockwaves in the business, shifting the balance of power and pushing the envelope in terms of storylines. These moments became milestones in wrestling history because they were rare and had a significant effect on the entire industry. In contrast, WWE today has a much more layered approach to storytelling, and the lines between faces and heels have blurred significantly. In many ways, fans are used to seeing wrestlers who play both sides of the fence. This doesn't diminish the possibility of a Cena heel turn, but does mean that it wouldn't have the same shock value it would have had a decade or two ago. Additionally, Nash pointed out that Cena's extensive outside commitments would make a full heel turn even trickier. Beyond WWE, Cena's acting career, philanthropic efforts, and television appearances had shaped his image as a public figure who embodies hope, inspiration, and positivity. As a major figure in Hollywood, Cena has been cast in family-friendly movies like Fast and Furious The Little and his role in Peacemaker. These roles play on the same wholesome do-gooder character traits that his wrestling persona is built around. For Cena to take on a heel role in WWE would risk damaging this broader image, especially when considering that Hollywood studios, fans, and brands he works with might not take kindly to his image being completely flipped on its head. Another aspect Nash explored is Cena's relationship with the locker room and his role as a mentor. Cena has long been known for mentoring young stars and advocating for talent development within WWE. His role in helping to elevate the next generation of wrestlers, such as Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and others, creates an aura of respect and admiration for Cena in the eyes of his peers. A heel turn could potentially undermine that leadership position. A wrestler who goes from a respected leader to a character who intentionally undermines others would be a tough narrative to manage, especially considering Cena's behind-the-scenes influence in WWE's developmental programs. Nash also emphasized that while Cena's heel turn is an interesting idea, it's not something that's needed for WWE to succeed. Cena's value to the company, both in terms of his in-ring work and his broader cultural impact, far outweighs any temporary storyline twist. His presence as a babyface in WWE, especially as the company looks to bridge the gap between the past and future, remains essential to maintaining a connection with fans across generations. Lastly, Nash's thoughts reflect the wrestling industry's complicated evolution. The formula of turning a face into a heel to create dramatic tension is something that doesn't always have the same resonance in today's WWE landscape. Storylines and characters are more nuanced, and the reaction to a character's shift isn't always as straightforward as it once was. A Cena heel turn would have to be meticulously planned, ensuring that the payoff is worth the long-term investment and the potential risks it might carry. In conclusion, while Kevin Nash acknowledges the potential for John Cena to pull off a heel turn, he highlights the many factors that would make it difficult for WWE and Cena to go down that path. From Cena's entrenched role as WWE's face to his mainstream brand and Hollywood success, the idea of him fully embracing a villainous persona would take more than just a simple shift in character. It would require a deep strategic overhaul that could ultimately risk everything Cena has built, both in WWE and in his broader career.